to be 1 in 37,000. That sure to me doesn't sound like a dream.
What do you mean?
Is the analogy that 1 in 37,000 are going to make it. Right. And so when I think of all the hopes and the dreams of people who venture out on this journey of entrepreneurship, and that's someone that's going to start a thing, start a business, who has an idea that's going to go out and do it. And what you and I and so many, obviously hundreds of thousands of millions of people know, there's so many facets to being the 1 in 37,000. But everyone at the beginning of that, every one of those 37,000, they wouldn't start if they didn't think they were going to be the one.
I know. And that's, there's some real weird psychology around that. I don't know when and where people decide to stop going for it, but people do. They stop going for it. And that psychology, I don't know anything about. We're right now, we are where we are, and we feel like we're just getting started with this whole project. And that has always been our mentality. When we had 50 stores, we had 70 stores, we had 100 stores. It could have been at some moment in there, we could have relaxed, or we could have decided that was enough. We never have.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you guys?
I want to leave a huge legacy. I want to leave a massive legacy. I feel like I owe it to anybody and everybody that I've ever, it's ever invested in me. I just feel like I want to leave a massive legacy. And that fourth book is going to be that legacy. And then I also want to leave the legacy and demonstrate that you can be a really, really good person, and you can love your people and take care of your people and build a nurturing environment for your people and grow a crazy successful business. And that's the legacy I want to leave. This whole concept of being maniacal and, workaholic and all this stuff that's what it takes to build a great business. I don't agree with that. And I want to leave the legacy that you don't have to be that way.
So your argument is you can get there through developing people, right? Is that the argument of this book? Kind of?
Yeah. That's definitely a part of the flavor of it. Yeah. It is, but it's not about developing people necessarily. It's about unlocking people's potential. And I guess that's developing.
Because does that go in line with you find talent, you don't train it?
No, I believe the exact opposite.
Do you?
Yeah.
I like that smile because it's like I'm going to disagree with him.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Yeah. So disagree with it.
If your idea is you have to go out and find talent in the world, you're screwed. What you need to do is create an environment inside of your organization that brings people in and unlocks them. I believe that 98.5% of people have amazing potential. It's just that we don't provide them the right environment, leadership, and coaching for them to blossom. And so it is not about finding the right person. It's about creating an environment that brings people in and allows them to thrive, expects them to thrive.
So is that the idea of the 5-to-1 ratio? I mean, there's so many parts of this to unpack, but in the book you talk about a 5-to-1 ratio.
The 5-to-1 is, there's three components to that, right? There's the fist of five, there's the 5 whys, and there's the 5 layers.
The fist of five.
The fist of five. Well, the fist of five is just a decision-making tool for a team. And it's beautiful. It's brilliant. It's amazing. And then the 5 whys, I love the 5 whys. And then the 5 levels of decision making is the other piece, right? Which those are just tools. Again, those are just tools to bring to a team to help facilitate healthy engagement, healthy decision making, healthy discussion, and so on. But this concept that you brought up, I'm so passionate about it because I just believe in my soul that if a person ends up in the right environment, they can thrive. Now, there's certain people that, of course, you're not going to bet it. You're not going to bet 100% on that.
Yeah. There's outliers on both ends.
Correct.
Right? I think there are. Here's what's so fascinating and funny. If there's a person that actually believes the opposite, that actually believes you find talent, you don't develop it, that has written some of the top leadership books. And I'm not saying I agree with it and go all in on it, but I just saw something over the past couple of weeks of them, a reel, a Facebook reel or something, and that was the statement they made. You find talent, you don't develop it. And I'm like, man, and those things, these ideas, they influence us.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand, and I'm not saying that like I can take somebody off the street right here and turn them into my next chief operating officer in a year. But it's about bringing. I mean, if I'm going to go out and hire a chief operating officer, I'm going to hire somebody who's talented, has experience. I'm going to make sure that they're qualified for the job, and we align from a values perspective and so on. Okay, that's baseline stuff to me, though. You're not going to hire somebody that doesn't meet your criteria or it doesn't align with your values. But then what? All right. Then you have to put them in an environment where they can unlock and become a superhero. And that's the difference. That's the difference between performance and high performance to me.